fix this here. How's it going, everybody? Merry Christmas. Um, I just put supper in the oven. Well, part of supper. I put in Howie got a blade roast, nice big blade roast out of the freezer last night. I just seared it all over in butter and salt and pepper, and it just went in the oven. Merry Christmas! Hi, let me see who's here. If you if you want to be recognized, then say something so you're on the list. Hey, aloha, malikalikimaka. Seashell, Isabel Rudd, Linda Bob, Lori M, Mary Lindsay, My Pioneer Girl, Renegade. Now, Renegade, do you have the same picture on Facebook as you have on here? Because I actually am matching up pictures in my brain. Voodoo, Jessica, Wendy, Paula, Mary, Lori M, Linda Bob, Julie Scugia, Isabel Rudd, and a pickle. How's everybody doing? Let me put this on live chat and pop my chat out here. No, that's not what you do, Bev. You do this. I just got up from a nap a little bit ago. I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired. I was going to do a reading today, but I'm not. I'm going to actually start working on, as soon as the holidays are over, I'm going to start working on finishing the Anne of Green Gables series. Hi, Rosie. And so we're having for supper, for Christmas dinner. We had a beautiful. I'm putting together a video. I'm putting together a video. I don't know what I have for footage. I honestly don't. But it's, Gracie opening her presents. She had a blast. She had 2 presents from Susie Q and 1 from Rebecca. And then she got a present from Santa and a present from Mom and Dad. And the thing is like, she knows, right? It's time. Give her a present first. It's like, give Ralphie Ralphie, give him a present first, right? But you got to be careful, because while we're opening presents, she's like digging under the tree for another one. And it's like, no, you got to watch her. It's like, it's not your turn yet. And then once she does that, she's really good, right? Hey, Michelle. Oh, yeah. Great, great. Gracie makes Christmas a joy. And then we did some live FaceTime with my grandbaby. And, it's been a very quiet Christmas for a lot of people because of the weather. And the picture, the thumbnail that you saw is after Howie snowblowed the driveway, because he had to move the vehicles and clear the vehicles off and move them and snowblow the driveway. So we do have a plow guy. But it's Christmas Day, right? So I got spoiled. I got 2 beautiful tops from my mother-in-law. She actually got me clothes that I can wear. It's not that she doesn't. It's just that over the years I've said, don't bother trying to buy me clothes. But she did well. So, and yeah, it's just I was kind of bummed when I went to bed last night. I got the live readings done. I shut everything down. I got into my comfies, and we sat down to watch a movie, and Howie was friggin' with his racing, trying to get it to record and blah, 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 blah. I said, you've had all day to set this to record. And he said something to me. I don't know, but it had the F word in it. And it was like, I'm done. I had such a blast with, with all my folks on Christmas Eve on live stream that I don't need to be sworn at. So I watched a movie and went to bed. But the truth was, it was really hot. He had the wood stove going so hot that Briar and I couldn't breathe. So happy Hanukkah! It's not snowing here. but it doesn't. It's supposed to like snow off and on for the next 3 or 4 days. Well, I just don't think they get it sometimes. I just don't think they get it sometimes that um, I did everything I've done so that I could sit down and be with my family. And I was disappointed. Maybe it was my expectations. Who knows? Hey, Donna. What's 45 now, Win? Hey, Ninja Clan Kathy. How's it going? Happy holidays. Hey, Natalie. Yeah, it's quite cold here. But the Christmas video I'm going to put up, you're going to see me actually walk outside my bare feet because people don't realize that I used to have really tough feet. But when my feet get cold and clammy, if you step out in 40 below snow and just step on it, it shocks your feet back into feeling warm again. Hey, Jackie Bits, how's it going? Oh, well, it's Christmas Day. I just, didn't, I just wanted to make sure I got in to say hi to everybody. And yeah, it's cold. And I think Howie's going to take Briar home tomorrow. And all I can think of, honestly, is starting my seeds. And I can't for another month and a half. So, I mean, I'm going to be doing reading. I'm going to be working on the reading channel. And I'm going to be doing pantry pull meals. So, and when dinner's done, I'm just going to show this was our Christmas dinner because we don't need pie. I mean, I got Werther's, chocolate covered raisins, and Macintosh toffees in gifts, and 2 Twix bars. Who needs dessert on Christmas Day? I'm not making no pie. Unless Howie wants me to make a bread pudding. Howie, do you want a pumpkin pie bread pudding or are you fine without dessert tonight? We got enough stuff. Yeah, exactly. Time for a hot cup of tea and I'm drinking. Thank you, Rebecca. I've got a note right there. It's sitting right here. I have a letter here that is, as a matter of fact, she sent me thank you notes in it. So I'm sending back one of her own thank you notes that she made with a thank you in it. Right? So, but he forgot it was in the oven and it burned. Oh no! You going to your auntie's. Well, I'll tell you. Hey, vroom! How's it going? How's it going? Things are pretty quiet. We're going to watch we've been waiting, the new Lord of the Rings series on the Before the Rings, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I love it when they tell a story backwards. They go, oh, you get all this, and then you go, but this is where it was beforehand. But, oh my goodness, my grandbaby, I can't wait to get my hands on him. Oh, tea. So, I just did not realize how bloody tired I was. It wasn't that I was upset at Howie or anything else. I was just exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I don't think I've done anything. Like, I didn't do half the stuff I was going to do this year. But, hey, Grandpa Paul, Merry Christmas. Heat wave Friday, minus 39 with the wind chill, but thank the spirits, never lost power. I'm anxious to learn about the seeds to try and make my garden grow this year. I can't wait to get my baby snuggles. I can't wait. But it probably will be another month before I get to see my grandbaby. But that's okay, right? I mean, I'm sure he's getting lots of attention right now, right? He's going to recognize my voice. When we go FaceTime, I sing to him and everything. So, Merry Christmas, Mama Hamble. What language is Kwanzaa? I have no idea what language is Kwanzaa, but I do believe it's African, so probably British, English. So, that roast is already smelling so good. Much better than the smell of a turkey. I just put some butter in my cast iron Dutch oven. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm all over the place. I really am really, really tired. Hey, Amirs, how are you? I know it's a wonderful thing. And he's got this line. See this line I've got in my frown? He's got one without even trying. Grandma's kisses are sweeter than sugar. Oh, you're flirting with me, Grandpa Paul. Swahili means first fruits. Has baby watch started? My grandson's been born. My grandson was born on the 20th. He was born 8 pounds, 9 ounces, with a scowl like my father and a nose like his mother's family. It's wonderful. Squirrel. Thank you, Simply Jessica. Thank you. There's a lot of people who didn't realize that my baby grandson's been born. And it's just, I'm just going to do as much as I can to fill my time between now and getting a chance to see them. A Christmas baby, absolutely. Best Christmas present on the planet. Trust me. And I didn't even have to open them. But, and Howie got me another cactus for my cactus garden. He got me a new aloe vera plant because he knocked mine over. And he got me a new dish rack. Now, unlike the garbage cans, the dish rack was something I wanted. I needed it because I went to the hardware store to get, the draining tray plus the rack. And they wanted $17.99 each piece for a dish rack. So I got one at the dollar store, it's hard to, it's not a bad dish rack. It's just that it's lightweight plastic. And then I have to set it on a tray so that it drains properly and all that stuff. So I said, Howie got me this dish rack. I'll show it to you. I remember the old one-piece Rubbermaids. Remember the one-piece Rubbermaid that Dad had, Wendy? Gotta show my dish rack. Oh, I'm stepping on stuff. Oh, okay. I don't know what he paid for this, but I hope he didn't get it at Home Hardware. This is the cutlery thing, and it sits on here. This is a metal dish tray, and see how it sits on the legs here like this. Now you can turn one end. Oh, I thought you could, but this has. Let's take this off. The back legs are they're the same height. But there's where the tray sits on, this one's higher and this one's lower. And the entire tray goes in and sits like this. See how and it has a natural. I'm actually looking forward to doing dishes, and here's the cutlery thing. Now, I know some women would go, what? But the truth is, guys, all right, I'll be right back. Oh, I love this dish tray here because the things that hold up the tray on the bottom, one's higher than the other. So I don't even have to adjust it. Now, I got a frying pan for Christmas once from a man who almost wore it because it was the only gift he got me. Right? Howie's bought me garbage cans 3 different years. He thought, he said she wanted a new dish tray. She was talking about a good dish tray. But is it a garbage can thing? He said, I wasn't sure how you were going to react to getting a dish tray. But I went, no, that's something I want and I don't want to spend my own money on. So thank you very much for that. Is bathed in the setting sun. Well, I've got as soon as the tree comes down, I'm going to be repotting all my house plants to get them more um, give them more soil, some fresh soil. I got lots of soil. I'm ready for starting. And he was going to get me plant trays and he said, but I think you got enough. I actually have one that's like this deep and it's not a plant tray at all. It's a serving dish for vegetables and for the holder for the dip in the center. I'm going to plant all my herbs in that thing. It's a beautiful dish rack. And I'm really, hi, Maria Lee. Some quilt batting. Now that's a good gift. Hey, Paula. Burned the pumpkin pie last night. Another in the sub-zero freezer with a cherry bomb pie. Turkey in the oven. Everything else is done. Just me, husband, and dog. Well, we've got even Briar actually put his ornament on the tree. We actually had an argument about where it. I wanted it somewhere, but you're going to see Briar put his ornament on the tree, but you're only going to see him from here up. But hey, Gigi Deb. So I've got, plants to repot and a lamp to get rid of. I got new lights for starting plants and stuff. Although my onions and my celery will get started early. Howie's watching the new movie Jackass. Are you still watching Jackass? They're all grown up, but they're still just as stupid. The things these people do, jumping off a thing into a bed of cactuses naked, letting somebody, hit you with a baseball in your groin because you're wearing a cup. Hey, Kim, alone this year. This is the first and it sucks. Well, you're not alone now, are ya? So what I'm making for supper is I've seared over, I took my Dutch oven and I put butter in the bottom. And Howie took the roast out the night before. Remember the one I vacuum sealed because it was torn? That's the one he took out. And, pardon me, the butter melted, got it all hot, and I seared it all over. And then I put salt and pepper on it, and I put that in the oven. I've taken out potatoes and carrots, and I've drained them, saving the broth for soup later in the week. But I'm just going to, I've drained them because what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt butter and garlic in a pot. And I'm just going to sear my carrots and potatoes all over in garlic butter. And I've got 2 pints of parsnips that I'm going to whip with butter. It's a butter-based meal. It's its own food group. You're welcome. I'm doing really well. I got up. Briar made me a bagel for breakfast. And then I pigged out on candy. I'm going to feel that tomorrow. Okay, you got to want to hear something really bad. Do you know what I had before the bagel? I had a chocolate-covered raisin caramel. Like a chocolate caramel covered in chocolate. And a Macintosh's toffee, and in between them, I sandwiched a Werther's Original. And I popped that whole thing in my mouth and I let it melt. Took me 10 minutes to eat it. Hey, Angie! Well, of course there's love in this room, and we always, that's the whole point, right? You're doing that with a pork roast, and I'm going to make Yorkshire pudding. And I think I might make individual ones. Nah. I love parsnips, but the one I make are bitter. Well, you know what you got to do in a pickle? Is they need a frost. So chuck them if you don't have cold weather outside right now. If you've got fresh parsnips, hang them outside to catch some frost for a couple of hours on a really cold day. That sweetens them. I didn't harvest mine until they had had 2 frosts. I didn't harvest mine until they had 2 frosts, and they're sweet. So there you go. Greenhouse blew over yesterday. Oh no, Kathy, no. So that's it. Butter and garlic, potatoes and carrots, whipped parsnips, Yorkshire pudding and gravy, and roast beef. Yeah, they need a frost. Parsnips need a frost. I'm going to the hospital in the morning. My dumbass fell a second time. Oh, Robin. Now I have the incision site taped shut and an ankle taped up. On-call doc hasn't called back since 1, so I'm iced up. Oh my God, honey. You should have went to the hospital right away. You know, you don't let that stuff sit, right? Because it starts to heal. The reason I don't, if I get a really bad cut, like a sharp, like once, you can't even see it. Somewhere on this finger, on this thumb, there's a scar, and it's just a white line, tiny hair-like white line. I stopped going to the hospital when I got a cut in the webbing between my thumb and finger once. And as soon as it happened, it was with a really sharp knife. And as soon as it happened, I did that. I ran it under cold water, and I did that, and I held it shut. Went to the hospital, and they opened it. And they said, yeah, you need stitches, and then made me go sit down. It's like it was already healing. So if I get a really clean cut, I run that under cold water, and I wrap that up real quick. Because the faster you can get the tissue back together, the faster it heals. So I don't go to the hospital for stuff like that, but you definitely should have called an ambulance, honey. Merry Christmas, Michelle. How are you? Jody, hi. Merry Christmas to you. We had cranberry orange scones for brunch. I haven't made those in a while using your recipe like we do every year. Oh, well, thank you. We've still got oatmeal cookies and Christmas jumbo cookies because I ate all this so good. And I've still got fruitcake. We've got chocolate bars and candies and after 8 mints and we didn't even get a lot of chocolates for people this year. So it's like, whew. Only cold water, no antiseptic. Is that a question? If it's a fresh cut, like that, like always, it goes immediately under the cold running water tap. And then I close it. So, yes, always cold running water right away. Because what happens is, if it's bleeding, it actually flushes the wound. If it's not bleeding, it's not flushing the wound. So you've got to flush the wound right away. I would rather sit at home with my family who will help me than have to rely on a call bell overnight. But thank you for the thoughts. Well, you just make sure you take care of yourself, honey. Like, seriously, make sure if you've got a family to look after you, that's fine. I get that. I just don't go to the hospital at all anymore. You know, I used to go to the hospital. Like this thumb, I honest to God thought I broke something in here. Maybe I did. Look at my burn. Gotta love aloe vera, eh? This one's finally, I didn't realize that the burn went over here too. So this one's finally working. I just got done cooking 4 hours, but it was good. Happy to have leftovers. Hey, Healing Fibers. Freedom Sassy. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. So, yeah, we're going to watch the rest of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know if we're going to watch that tonight. We're going to watch Yellowstone, catch up on Yellowstone, I think, and then watch some Shetland. I have my flower, and I can't get that in the hospital. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Daydream believer and a homecoming queen. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and everything inclusive. Great timing to catch up just as I put the kids to bed after the loveliest Christmas day ever. Well, I did something I haven't done in a very long time, except when I was sick. I took a nap. We opened presents. I ate candy. I had a bagel. I watched the first episode of the new Lord of the Rings series prior to the ring or something. And Howie said, I'm gonna go snowblow. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have a nap. So I went and had a nap. Yes, tea time with you guys is one of my favorite times. It absolutely is. Oh, supper will be ready in about an hour. It's 20 minutes a pound, right? For beef. And then I'm going to watch TV, go to bed. Howie will probably take Briar home tomorrow. And life goes on. Hey, Suzanne, any relation to Robert? Merry Christmas. Hey, Freaky. How you doing, baby? So it's been a pretty quiet Christmas day. And you know what? No stress. None. No stress at all. I think the most stress was Howie worrying because he wanted to get me and he did get me a popcorn maker, but the one he got me, he couldn't get the one he wanted, which was a Cuisinart. He had to get me a Betty Crocker and I'm fussy about popcorn makers because the upright ones that shoot out, you almost have to tilt them back because they're not deep enough. And once they start popping, they start shooting kernels out. So I have to tilt them back like that and hold the bowl. So I don't get half them in kernels, but it's lovely to have a popcorn maker again because that's how I got that burn, was making popcorn. Can't have accidents in UK. Nurses and ambulance drivers on strike and can't get there on train as train drivers are on strike. Wow. I was at home with the turkey carcass and juices this afternoon, and the girls and I had ham last night. I'll be processing all that tomorrow and finishing candy. Well, I think too this week, I'm probably going to roast those beef bones. I think I'm going to roast them and then pressure cook them and make some bone broth because I'm going to be making soup this week one way or another because I just drained all the potato water off my home canned potatoes. I drained the carrot water off my home canned carrots. And once my parsnips are cooked, I'll be saving that water too. So, oh, it is so hard. Sorry for slurping. It is so hard not to tear everything down now and start planting stuff, right? This is the hardest part, is the week between Christmas and New Year's. I told video what one? Hi, Bev. I'm so sorry for your injuries. Thanks a lot for the gift recommendation for my Aunt Carol yesterday. She loved the bath bombs and lotions gift basket you told me would be best. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm not, my injuries are not, I'm healing from my injuries. Most of them were just burns, and burns are the worst, right? But I want to hold my grandson. I want to mug him. That's what I call giving babies muggins, is when you get right in between their cheek and their neck and you go nom, 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 nom. That's what I do. I mug babies. And it is only 6 months from now, better than a year. Indeed, some years winter feels like it's the last 10 months out of the year. Well, it feels like it just started and it's already December. So I know. And the seeds. When we do the holiday exchange next year, Robin, guys, we're going to have to say, folks, 1 packet of seeds, maximum limit of 2, because I got some. Wendy, don't do that. Oh, honey, don't do that, sweetheart. Thank you very much, but please don't do that. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, did you open your present, Win? Did you open your present? Because you never told me. The other one. So from here until probably the end of February, there's going to be a lot of live streams on here on our half acre homestead. And reading with Beverly Wolfe, there's actually going to be some well, I'm going to do some live readings of old fairy tales, and they're going to be live, and we're going to open them for discussion. Because fairy tales, the stories they tell their kids today aren't the stories that I got read as a kid. So that's going to be something new for the reading channel as well. Excuse me. Save, not safe. Sure, you could buy seeds grown in your yard and save 10 seeds for the card sharing. Just an idea. Well, I did, but I couldn't save seeds this year because my tomatoes had cross-pollinated last year, and my zucchini and my spaghetti squash cross-pollinated this year. So this year, I'm not growing any spaghetti squash. I'm only going to grow zucchini. Somebody sent me cucamelons. Where the heck is that? Is it in my purse? Where's my purse? Somebody send me cucamelons. Has anybody ever, they're like little cucumbers. Has anybody ever used them in canning before? Based on old movies, and the storylines are totally different. I know. What was really wild was I got rid of like 30 or 40 DVDs at the yard sale this spring, but I saved my Christmas movies. And I'm glad I did, because we went, okay, well, you know what? Everything's digital now. Let's go on Prime, and let's go on Netflix, and let's go on. Get on Prime, A Christmas Story with Ralphie and the Red Ryder BB gun. They want you to rent it or buy it. All these Christmas movies that you're supposed to be able to just look up and watch, they now want you to rent. I have them on DVD. So don't throw... You pickle your cucamelons, Mama Hamble? And how do they turn out? Hey, Angela, what are tart? The cucamelons are tart? Because I want to... Did you open the soaps? My friend Raph Jolie makes those soaps. Now, Wendy, unwrap them and put them in a basket somewhere to dry out a little more. Yes, they are seasoned, but they will last much longer if you let them get a little harder. Get that free with my cable TV service. Yeah, but you get commercials too, right? They taste just like little round dill pickles. Okay, well, maybe I will grow them this year just for the heck of it. Instead of pickling cucumbers, I will try something new. But I love my green tomato, green tomato, zucchini and onion, curry pickles. Oh, are they ever good? Hey, Angela. Well, listen, guys, I've got to go and finish the preparations for the rest of supper. I just wanted to phone. I just wanted to come in and say, I love you. Merry Christmas. And because you're part of my life, it wouldn't be Christmas if you weren't part of my day too. All right? There is a video coming. Okay? I just have no idea what it's going to look like. All right? It's, bits and pieces of our holiday, of our Merry Christmas. All right? Take care. God bless. And tomorrow I may do a live on, actually look for the Christmas video on our half acre homestead. All right. But I'll probably see you guys tomorrow live. Because remember, I said the entire month of December would we do tea breaks every day. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless and Merry Christmas. Mwah. And thank you for being one of the best presents I could ever ask for. Being in my life. All right? I love you guys. Never forget that.